Good morning. I'm Nariman Martin. I'm the Deputy Registrar at Cornerstone Institute, and I'm also responsible for RPL and CAT. CAT is an acronym for Credit Accumulation and Transfer, and that is for students already registered or registering with Cornerstone. So if you're transferring from another university, for example, or you've done a course or module at a previous institution, an accredited institution, and it is similar to a course that you're required to do in your qualification at Cornerstone, you may receive credits for that module. So, for example, you studied at UNISA and you want to transfer to Cornerstone into our BA Psychology degree, you will say, I've already completed Introduction to Psychology, I've already completed Family and Development, and then we may grant you credits for those. I'm saying may because we do require evidence for that. Everything we do requires evidence. So you will apply for credits. There's a process for doing that, and you will submit a form along with module outlines of the course that you've previously completed. So for some instances, we may ask you for more evidence than that. For example, I can think of Stats B. So a lot of our PGCE students ask for credits for those. They may say, I've already done an honours, I've already done a master's, so I actually have done a thesis. But the course at Cornerstone is very much related to applying statistical data to a thesis. So we may require evidence that the thesis that you have completed was actually using a quantitative methodology. So the one thing is evidence. You can contact the RPL and CAT unit at RPL and CAT at cornerstone.ac.za directly, or you can log a help desk ticket if you want to make use of those services. And what we do look for is we like the NQF level needs to be the same, the credit value needs to be the same, and we also need at least 70% overlapping content in the module you previously completed compared to the Cornerstone module. So if you think that you do, you could receive credits, then please contact us. I do want to say that an application does not automatically mean that you will receive credits. It is firstly based on the evidence, and secondly, courses and content changes over a period of maybe 5 years. Institutions may also focus on different aspects of a discipline, and so the content may not be the same. So generally, if you've done a course more than 5 years prior, we will look at that more closely. So that's it for Credit Accumulation and Transfer. I think what I'll do now is move on to RPL. So RPL is really what I'm passionate about. It is recognition of prior learning. So a lot of Cornerstone's students are more mature students. And at Cornerstone, we offer recognition of prior learning for exemption. Also for access, but for the purposes of this video and for your information as registered students, I'm going to talk about RPL for exemption. So if, for example, you've been working in administration or business for a long time and you're coming on board now to do a BCom degree, so you may, for example, look at the management courses or accounting, and you would say to yourself, but actually I know this stuff, I've been doing this stuff for a number of years. In that case, you would actually contact us and you would say, I've looked at the module outline for this course and I actually if I look at the outcomes, it's all work that I've already done and that I'm engaged in, so I know the stuff already. In that case, we would facilitate a process where you would do a portfolio of evidence and an assessment, and you would then not be required to do the entire module and all the assessments and attend the lectures for that module. Another example would possibly be a community development module. So there are many people working in government, in social development, in NGOs, and so they'll come to us and say, I started my own NGO 10 years ago, so this community and resource mobilization, it's what I do every day. So in that case, again, we will look at your experience. What's really, really crucial is the experience, the knowledge and the skills that you've gained. So you have to actually be able to quantify, in a sense, that knowledge and experience. So we'll ask you to do that, and you will be facilitated to do that. What we have at Cornerstone, if you do believe that there are any modules you may RPL for, we have an accredited module called the Portfolio of Experiential Learning, and that's located in our degree programs. So you could take that module instead of the academic reading and writing module, because it also has aspects of academic reading and writing in it. So through that, we will facilitate your portfolio development, and you will get an assessment, so you will be able to be exempted from that module through us recognizing your prior learning. Again, what is really crucial is evidence. So you have to also think about whether you have the evidence or whether you can acquire the evidence. So if you tell me, I've done a workshop with Community Trust, for example, do you have a certificate to show that? Is there any way in which you can prove that? Because everything that you tell me you've done, this is how I've gained my knowledge and experience, you actually need to supply evidence for that, because you need to support your claim of knowledge and experience and skills with evidence. You can RPL for more than one module in your program. You will actually only do the portfolio of experiential learning once. So again, you may, for either CAT or RPL, contact the RPL and CAT unit directly on RPL and CAT at cornerstone.ac.za, or you can log a help desk ticket and that will be directed to the RPL and CAT unit. Thank you.